So when the Depp vs. Heard case started, a lot of magazines like People and Rolling Stone and mainstream publications jumped on Johnny and said negative things for a very long time, all the way up until about a year ago or something. But now we see People here, who was of course one of them, out of necessity, reporting good on Johnny. I had a feeling this would happen. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it a while ago in some older videos, but now it's definitely happening. So this article here is from January 22nd, 2024, still pretty new, but I'm not going to read it for information really. I want to read it for tone and see what they're saying. Because in the past, they would always mention something at the end about the case, how Johnny was accused, something positive about Amber, but now one of Johnny's new movies is coming out. How do they handle it? The title is Johnny Depp shares photos with Al Pacino from set of their new movie, Marty. Incredibly fulfilling. If you didn't know who People was, you'd think they wrote some pretty okay stuff. Johnny Depp is in director mode on the set of his upcoming movie Marty. The film marks Depp's second directorial effort and features Al Pacino in its cast. Alright, so I wasn't exactly sure who was doing what behind the scenes, but to be clear now, Al Pacino stars, Johnny directs. I hope Johnny's in it in some way, shape, or form, but maybe he wanted to stay off camera totally. Oh well, I'll see it anyway. Time will tell. They say here that Pacino is seen as the character, but Johnny stays behind the camera. It's just they don't say if he stays behind the camera for the entire time, if he'll make a cameo or whatever. But alright, I guess I just want to know. They quote Depp saying it was incredibly fulfilling and transformative. He has profound gratitude. I've covered that quote. It's a great quote. Modest, something you'd expect from Johnny. I guess transformative because he's always on the other side, being the actor, and the director is on one side and he's on the other. I guess. Who knows? That's got to be it, though. He gave a shout out to Al Pacino, of course. Makes sense. He also says it's a testament to the collaborative spirit of independent filmmaking, and I'm excited to present this unique and compelling story to the world. Well, I mean, it is independent, but Pacino and Depp are such big names, it kind of feels a little beyond the I'm an independent filmmaker trying to make my way in things. You probably get my drift. Nonetheless, I think it's going to be good. They say it follows a 48-hour clip of this person's life, basically, through the streets of a war-torn Paris during World War I. All right, kind of cool. I'm so bad with history. Was Paris actually fighting, France in the war? That was embarrassing. Let's keep going. On the run from the police, Marty's desire to end his career and leave the city is dismissed by fellow bohemians. The chaos reaches a crescendo when he's faced with a collector who could change his life. Alright, so what I'm seeing here, as I said, is some pretty good information about the movie. I didn't catch all this before in the other articles, but aside from that, nothing negative. They go on at the end here, saying Johnny posted some pictures. They show those pictures. I've got those in a previous video, by the way. They're pretty good, pretty authentic. And they have some people giving shouts to Johnny, but they do mention a little bit of you-know-who at the very end. In May, Depp made a public appearance at the Cannes Film Festival where his French movie, Jean de Barry, was the festival's opener 1 year after his controversial defamation trial with ex-wife Heard. Okay, but they didn't say anything positive or negative for her, which they used to do. And that's it. Then they say Johnny's got an upcoming movie, Johnny Puff's Secret Mission. Didn't know about that. All right. Thank you, People. You're just a bundle of promo for Johnny now. The tone of the article is pretty, positive. They give information. And that's it. Looks like the tide has turned. It's not turning, it has turned. But that's good. So here you go, a positive article about Johnny and this movie. No drama. Looks like the year's starting off right. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.